So, hi everyone, welcome to the course of PECT, Power Transfer Control Types. In the last class, we already started the single phase fully controlled rectifier with our friend DC series motor. In that, we see in the two lectures, and the third lecture from this topic is the in continuation with the second topic, that is the speed torque characteristics. How to derive the speed torque characteristics, what is the relation between the speed torque characteristics of a DC series motor with the this fully controlled rectifier. So now here in the last class we get this, we are getting the equation EB is equal to KF into IA plus K residual into what we got omega m. This is the relation between the back EMF and speed. From this equation, omega m can be like speed, angular speed can be obtained at omega m is equal to here, omega m is equal to here, EB by KAF into IA plus K residual. So this is the relation with speed and back EMF. We know that in any DC motor m is proportional to EB5. Here n is proportional to EB, there is omega m is proportional to n, and n is proportional to EB by phi, where phi is replaced with two fluxes, that is the residual flux or armature flux, therefore KAF into IA plus K residual. Similarly, in any DC motor, the terminal voltage VT is equal to EB plus IA RE. In the DC motor, the terminal voltage VT is equal to EB plus IA RE. Then, according to this equation, from this equation, IA can be written as IA is equal to VT minus EB by RE. Is it right or no? Right. Is it right? So IA is equal to armature current IA is equal to VT minus EB by RE, where VT is the terminal voltage of the motor, that is the output of the rectifier, that is given to the input of the motor, that is the terminal voltage. Depending upon the type of the converter, the terminal voltage may be changes. For time being here, this is the, as per our syllabus, single phase fully controlled rectifier. What is the terminal voltage for single phase fully controlled rectifier here? The terminal voltage VT is equal to R, V average is equal to 2 Vm by pi cos alpha. Because of initially in the first lecture we assumed that this is operating the continuous mode. In the continuous mode, we got the V output terminal, that is the output of the rectifier is nothing but terminal voltage of the input of the motor, then Vt is equal to V average is equal to 2 Vm by pi cos alpha. Therefore, the V average equation can be replaced with, the V average can be substituted in this Vt equation. Then we got 2 Vm by pi cos alpha minus EB by RE. Similarly, EB can be replaced with this equation. So finally, while substituting the EB and VT in this equation, the IA may be changes from 2 Vm by cos alpha minus EB can be replaced with KFI. So KFIA plus K residual into omega m. Okay, first we derive the expression by EB and what is the relation between speed and back EMF and flux, and what is the terminal voltage. This is the generalized equation of the motor. Any motor V terminal equal EB plus IA. But every motor, what we change is what you are observing the VT is depending upon the converter, the VT value may be changes. Here, for example, in this topic, they are asking single phase fully controlled rectifier for DC series motor. For examination, for university examination, if they are asking single phase semi converter, then VT can be replaced with single phase semi converter output. Then the VT may be changes from 2 Vm by pi cos alpha. Instead of that, the semi converter having the output of Vm by pi 1 plus cos alpha. Depending upon the type of the converter with the changes, remaining equation will be valid for all these concepts. That means simply, in this topic we can go 2 topics at a time. One single phase semi converter or fully controlled rectifier. అన్ని సేమ్, ఫస్ట్ లెక్చర్ సెకండ్ లెక్చర్ అంతవరకు కామన్. ఎక్కడ మారుతుంది? ఓన్లీ మీకు ఇక్కడికి వచ్చే టెర్మినల్ వోల్టేజ్ మాత్రమే మారుతుంది. అందుకే ఫస్ట్ లెక్చర్ చేసినప్పుడు ఒకే ఒక పాయింట్ చేంజ్ అవుతుంది, రిమైనింగ్ ఎక్కడ కూడా చేంజ్ అవ్వదు. ఆ పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే ఈ టెర్మినల్ వోల్టేజ్ ఎక్కడైతే వస్తుందో ఆ ఏ అవుట్పుట్ ఏ కన్వర్టర్ గురించి అడుగుతుంది దాని యొక్క అవుట్పుట్ మాత్రమే వేస్తాం. ఇక్కడ ఫుల్లీ కంట్రోల్ రెక్టిఫైర్ అడుగుతున్నాడు కాబట్టి 2 Vm by cos alpha. Suppose if they are asking the full semi converter, then the VT can be replaced with Vm by pi 1 plus cos alpha. So depending upon the converter, depending upon the type of the converter, Vt may be changes. So after getting these equations, then we go for the relation between the torque and current. Here the omega m is equal to Eb by AFI plus Ia plus K ratio 12, where Eb is equal to, from this equation, for example, we try another way. So first, this is the back EMF equation. This is the equation that is using that. This is the equation 1 and this is the equation 2. So for example, I want to add this one now, right now. For example, the Eb from this equation, Eb can be written as Eb is equal to Vt minus Ia Ra. Substitute the Eb value is equal to Vt minus Ia in this numerator. Therefore, Eb can be replaced with Vt minus Ia Ra. Vt minus Ia Ra. Substitute Eb is equal to Vt minus Ia Ra in this equation 1. Therefore, Eb can be replaced with Vt minus Ia Ra by Kfi into Ia plus K residual. Similarly, from this equation, we can also written as where Vt is the output of the converter, that is the input of the motor. Therefore, Vt is replaced with 2Vm by pi cos alpha minus Ia Ra by Ka phi into Ia plus K residual. This is the relation between the speed and alpha in case of the DC series motor. For example, in the same question, in example they ask what is the single phase semi converter for DC series motor అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏదైతే 2 by cos alpha వస్తుందో దాని ప్లేస్ లో మనం Vm by 1 plus alpha వస్తే సరిపోతుంది. So this is the relation between them. So while adjusting the alpha, so omega will be changes. Under no load condition, what is the value of Ia? Under no load condition, the motor does not draw any current. Unfortunately, the DC series motor, field current and armature current both are series, therefore both are equal. Ia is equal to If in the series motor. Ia is equal to If in the motor. Therefore, if I am assuming that if no load is connected to the motor, and eventually load motor connect cheyapothe the motor will not draw any current. Therefore, Ia is equal to 0. If is equal to 0. Therefore, substitute Ia equal to 0 in this equation, then omega m becomes omega m naught, where omega m naught is the no load speed. That means under no load condition, Ia is equal to 0. Therefore, this equation becomes 0. Therefore, omega m is replaced with omega m naught, that is no load speed, that is the 2Vm by pi cos alpha 2Vm by pi cos alpha by this denominator, that is Kfi into Ia plus K residual. This is the finalized expression while the no load is connected. Omega m naught is equal to 2 by cos alpha by Kfi into Ia plus K residual. In case of semiconductor, Vm by pi 1 plus cos alpha by Kfi Ia plus K residual for series motor. So depending upon the motor and depending upon the converter, the numerator and denominator were. Numerator depends upon the type of the converter. This expression denominator Kfi into Ia per K ratio depends upon the type of the motor. Type of the motor decides this equation. Type of the converter decides this equation. Numerator decides the type of the converter, and type of the motor decides the denominator. And this is the omega m under full load condition. Omega m naught is the no load condition. And also we are getting the previous equation from equation 2. Ia is equal to Vt minus Eb by Ra. From this we get the Ia value. Okay. So this is the, let us assume equation. Let us assume this is the equation 3 and this is the equation 4. First equation omega m is equal to Eb by Kfi into Ia plus K residual, the first equation. And similarly, మనకి సెకండ్ ఈక్వేషన్ ఏమవుతుంది, Ia is equal to Vt minus Eb by Ra వచ్చింది కదా, అది సెకండ్ ఈక్వేషన్ అవుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు omega m is equal to ఈక్వేషన్ వచ్చింది కదా, అది ఈక్వేషన్ 3. Omega m naught ఈక్వేషన్ 4. So this is the 4 equations we got. So now speed కి రిలేషన్ వచ్చింది. Now torque రిలేషన్ కావాలి. So I want to derive the relation between the torque and speed now. So we know that from equation 3, omega m is equal to, just now we got this equation, omega m is equal to 2Vm by pi cos alpha minus Ia Ra by Ka phi into Ia plus K residual. This is the equation 3. But we know that what is the IA? We know that torque equation in general that unlike the torque equation of any motor, T is equal to K into phi into IA. Then we can replace with K into phi into IA. Therefore, from this equation, IA is equal to T by Ka phi, where phi is nothing but T phi is nothing but having two components, residual flux and as well as the armature flux. Therefore, IA is equal to T by Ka phi, that is equal to T by Ka into where phi is replaced with phi residual plus phi armature. Is it no? IA is equal to T by Ka phi, that is equal to T by Ka into phi residual plus phi residual. So substitute IA values in this equation. Then we got the relation between torque and speed and alpha. Okay. So we can substitute in this equation, in this above equation 3. Let us assume this equation 5 and equation 3. Substitute. Okay. Is it now? Now substitute equation 5 in equation 3. We get equation 5 in equation 3. Then and thus now equation 5 in equation 3 substitute 2Vm by pi cos alpha, 2m by pi cos alpha minus, what is IA here? T by T into RA. IA going to replace with T by, from equation by what is that? T by Ka into phi residual plus phi armature by Ka phi into Ia plus K residual. This is the relation between speed and the torque. This is the speed, this is the torque, this is the alpha. That means from this equation, under no load condition, this is 0, this becomes 0, only 2 into cos alpha by Ka phi into Ia plus K residual. But under load condition, there is a torque existing in the motor because of you are connecting the load. Therefore, while increasing the alpha, we can change the speed for a particular load. This is the relation between torque and speed for a given alpha value. Depending upon the converter, the expression may be changes. So this is the simplest way to derive the speed and torque relation. From this concept, we can draw the speed torque characteristics of the motor. So ఎగ్జామినేషన్లో మనకు అడుగుతున్నప్పుడు ఎగ్జామినేషన్లో కంపల్సరీగా ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ లెక్చరర్ 1 సర్క్యూట్ డయాగ్రామ్ వేస్తాం, తర్వాత దీన్ని డెరైవ్ చేసి గ్రాఫ్ వేస్తే సఫిషియంట్, తర్వాత ఆపరేషన్ చెప్తాం. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ డయాగ్రామ్ లెక్చర్ 1లో ఏదైతే నేర్చుకున్నామో లెక్చర్ నెంబర్ 1 ఆన్ దిస్ టాపిక్, అండ్ ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ స్పీడ్ టార్క్ రిలేషన్స్ ఇప్పుడు ఏదైతే డెరైవ్ చేసామో అది చేయండి, సరిపోతుంది. సో నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ ఈక్వేషన్, let us assume this is the final equation, that is equation number 6. Equation number 6. So from this equation, we draw the speed torque characteristics of the motor. So in general, that the CDC motor, the DC series motor omega versus T, the curve becomes hyperbola. So this is the like curve అనేది ఇలా ఉంటుంది, కర్వ్ షేప్ లో ఇక్కడ అంటే స్పీడ్ టార్క్ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్ అనేది లీనియర్ గా ఒక కర్వ్ షేప్ లో ఇలా ఉంటుంది అన్నమాట. సో ఆల్రెడీ దిస్ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్ ఎగ్జిస్ట్ ఇన్ ఎనీ డీసీ సిస్టమ్. అంటే డీసీ సిరీస్ మోడల్ నేర్చుకునేటప్పుడు మీరు కర్వ్ ఎలా ఉందో చూసుకున్నారు. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తున్నాము, విత్ ద హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫుల్లీ కంట్రోల్ రెక్టిఫైర్, వై చేంజింగ్ ది ఆల్ఫా ఇన్ ది ఫుల్లీ కంట్రోల్ రెక్టిఫైర్, ఆల్ఫాని చేంజ్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది, వోల్టేజ్ చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. వోల్టేజ్ చేంజ్ అవుతే ఏమవుతుంది, ఈ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. ఈ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ చేంజ్ అవుతే ఏమవుతుంది, మనకి స్పీడ్ అనేది చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. ఆటోమేటిక్ టార్క్ ఏమవుతుంది, చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. ఎందుకంటే ఇది చేంజ్ అవుతున్నప్పుడు ఇది మైనస్ ఇది టోటల్ వాల్యూ చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. సో వై ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ ది ఆల్ఫా, we can change the different speed torque characteristics. That means while changing the alpha is equal to 0 from 60, 90 and 120 and so on, while increasing the alpha value, the speed torque characteristics are changing. So this can be getting from this fully controlled rectifier DC series motor. From this we can observe that while changing the alpha, speed and torque characteristics are changes. For different values of alpha, we got the different speed torque characteristics. So this is the final graph of speed torque characteristics of this series motor. Similarly, in examination semi converter, all are same, characteristics అన్ని సేమ్ ఉంటాయి, ఎక్కడ ఏం మారు, ఓన్లీ మారిది ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ మారితే సరిపోతుంది. Vm by 1 plus cos alpha రాస్తే సరిపోతుంది. రిమైనింగ్ ఈక్వేషన్స్ ఆర్ వాల్యూ ఫర్ సెమీ కన్వర్టర్ ఫర్ DC series motor. Is it clear all? Thank you. We will continue the next class in the next upcoming sections.